Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about coronavirus. What is it about this little guy that's affecting all of us so much? How is it affecting the hospitality industry, the one we're in? And what can you or can you not do about it? Let's dive right in. First things first, do you believe in the virus? Do you think it's real? Or do you think it's a conspiracy from the government? Or is it a conspiracy from, the Democratic Party to throw down the government? Is it some kind of bioweapon, built by the Illuminati? Who cares what you think? Who cares what I think? It doesn't really matter. The bottom line is, it's real. It is happening. Even if it's not really a virus, which, by the way, I'm sick. I don't even know what I have. I think it's the flu just because I don't have a fever, and that's why I'm doing this right now. But the point is this, even if it's not happening, it's happening. No matter what you and I think, this is a real threat to you and I. It's a social threat. It's a threat to your business, to your income. So we have to pay close attention, and we have to do what's best. So have you been paying attention to what's been going on with stock exchange? What's happened with the airports being empty all over the world? What about the cruise ships and how all of this is going down? Same way as the stock has been, it's crazy. It may be a once in a lifetime kind of event. I believe Bill Gates said that. Don't quote me, but I agree. It doesn't matter, again, what you and I believe. We just need to accommodate, and we need to figure out what the best way is. One of them, keeping hydrated, and another one is keeping informed, besides the fact of keeping everything clean around you. Get some Lysol. I can tell you one thing. I know I got 3 kids, and they sent them home. They already sent the letter saying schools were going to be closing next week. 3 kids at home. I don't know how they expect people to go and work from home if you got 3 kids at home. So and how they expect to be schooled from the school while they're at home. And then we are also being, we are working from home. And so how does everybody do this? I have no clue. My kids are under 6 years old, the oldest. So I don't know how that's going to happen. But that's not everybody's issue, right? Let's go into our industry, hospitality and entertainment. The big events have been canceled, the ultras, the food and wine, the calle-ochos, the festivals, concerts, AIG, Live Nation, canceling events all over the world. So this is way bigger than we anticipated, and it's become a social issue. I have this, I have a cough. I don't have the virus. I don't have a fever. I don't have the symptoms. I have the flu, actually. But I don't want to go out there because I want people to feel safe also, right? So I decided to quarantine myself at home. I also want to stay away from my parents, my kids. My dad's 73 years old, so you gotta take care of that, the elderly for sure, especially with a history of pneumonia. So how do we accommodate to this stuff? It's gonna change. It's gonna be a lifestyle change. The issue now is how long. A lot of people are talking about a month and prepare for a month, and I think it's extreme, but it's probably a good idea also. So if we keep informed and you look at the news and you make sure you get the information from the right sources, your government and the correct news media. Try to get it from, I believe, more local media when it comes to these kind of things, because you get right to what matters to you. You may not be needing to hear about what's happening all over the world, or the whole, because it becomes more of the whole pandemic. It becomes a little more, people just go nuts over it. So So that's one way to keep calm, you know. The bottom line here is people need to stay calm. Why is it that now is when we're learning that we need to wash our hands for 20 seconds and that we need to wash our hands every time that we touch something that may have some kind of virus? I mean, we sometimes need something like this in order to change the way that we do things, but this is what it is. You should have been doing that anyway before, but if you weren't, then do so. So make sure you follow the rules. Make sure you do everything they're telling you. Make sure that you know what the symptoms are. By the way, I am not an expert, so I'm not gonna tell you what the symptoms are, but I know where to Google it. So just go Google, see, what the right symptoms are for the virus. Now, let me go into what you should be doing. You should have, if you are in this business, in this industry, hopefully you're doing it right and you have some savings, number one. Because these are those times when you might have to go into your pocket because it will affect your business 100%. This week, which is probably the first week where the US especially has been affected, or here in this hemisphere, it's gonna affect us in that way. I mean, if you're in Europe, you guys are already closed. Everybody over there is already pretty much quarantined. But over here, you have to be thinking this is your last week of producing. Make it worth it. But at the same time, are you sure that you should be open? You got to do the right thing. Do what you feel is right for you, for your community, for in general. So if you feel that you can open and it's safe, go ahead and do so, and do whatever it takes to keep it safe. But how much do we really know, guys? Right? In the end. So that's one. And then the other side of it is that the government offered that there would be some help, monetary help for those businesses affected. So make sure to go find out what it is that you can get in order to get help. And I'm talking about the U.S. in that area, but I'm sure that every government, every country is going to be able to help out. And then there's one last thing that I recommend is that you should take this time to focus on the other things that you haven't been doing much. Besides the fact that you need to take, this time and look at your family and see what really matters to you and what's important, because this is a good time for those kinds of things. But when it comes to your business, and hospitality in general, just make sure that you take this time to look at all those aspects of your industry that you're leaving behind, the things that you're not taking too much care of, that you're not applying too much time into, because you're too busy running around and doing other things. Right now, figure out what are those things that you're not doing right and figure out if there's a way to do them better. Maybe this is time to read some books, audiobooks. Maybe it's time to take a course. Maybe mine is a good idea too, if you haven't. It's a good time for you to take advantage of being able to sit down, calm down, do not panic, because there will be a solution. Whatever it is that you're going through today, the guy next door, the guy upstairs, downstairs, everybody else around you is going through the same issues. All their businesses will be affected at one point in time. Yours and mine is affected now because people are stopping, they don't want to go out. By next week, it'll be worse, and it only will get worse by the day. I am not sure when this is gonna end because there's no way that any of us know this. I am not gonna promise anything because I am not an expert on the subject, but I do think that you guys need to take care of this. You need to take care of your people, your family, and you just gotta make sure that you do what's right. Follow the rules, do what you feel is right in your heart. Take care of yourself, wash your hands. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for others. And cover your mouth whenever it is that you're coughing. Sorry if I didn't cover mine over here, if I ever coughed while I was doing this video. But guys, just stay safe, all right? And hopefully you do, we'll get through this. This is not gonna make the world disappear. It's not that kind of pandemic. It is gonna affect us in a big way. We will remember this for a long time, most likely. But it is also time for us to really dig in and figure out what it is, that's important. It's a good time for us to figure out what it is that we love, that matters to us most. And it may just be a good time, and it may even be a signal from above, So do it wisely. All right, so I hope all of you are safe wherever you are. Stay home, Hey, by the way, you know what? You could actually think outside the box and figure out a way to bring the party to everybody's homes. How about that? Maybe we do it together. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next episode, and stay safe. Take care.